All right. How we doing? Previously on Kimba TV. What's the plan? Haha, joking? Here, just in case some people aren't joking, those two boxes are my level of interest. It's a sweep of the top or sweep of the bottom. Yeah, I mean, look, this is the hourly candle. You want to just be patient with it. So, 786 to 786. If you lose the golden pocket, you have like a 12% extra increase in edge in probability that you're going to make a lower low. All right. How we doing, Bugatti boys? Yeah, but like I'm looking at the gammas and I have no fucking clue what the fuck is going on. Did you see the gammas that we looked at yesterday? So it's like, is it gonna be 45 hundo? Little swep. Everybody know what my first thing is? I shared it on Twitter, but I might get stopped out. Fuck! Everybody caught up with yesterday's thangity thing? I mean, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Pretty cool, right? But yeah, S&P is not fucking helping us. I mean, what the fuck is this, y'all? So, let's do this. So it's gonna just gap flip? Okay, well, we already knew this, so I guess we're gonna just wait for the 45 hundo, huh? Gap is filled. We're still waiting for that. We're front running S&P again, y'all. Feel a little stupid. Okay, wait. So what's going on with this? Fuck, man. Nenchi says Kraken wick thoughts. Well, whenever an American exchange goes that high, it's like a Coinbase scam wick. I mean, what do we say about Coinbase scam wicks? So I would just say that there's probably a good chance we're going to go visit 27.2 just because Kraken did that. But it would also be a matter of when. Yeah, but for the most part, I mean, what do we say about like Coinbase scam wicks or... I mean, U.S. exchange scam wicks in general, usually they kind of lead. Yeah, so we'll see what it is. If you go back, there used to be a really cool blog post about Kraken scam wicks, but this was like 3 years ago. And I think the guy actually took down his blog post because Kraken asked him to. I'm looking at the unusual whales order flow right now, and I have no idea. So I don't think I'm going to short 45 hundo. Should I just do it for science? 45.05. I'm already front running S&P with Bitcoin, so this feels kind of stupid. Yeah, I guess I'll try 45.05, but I'm going to just go small. Go small only for science? Yeah, I'm typing in my thing right now. Karen says almost got. Yes. But honestly though, ladies and gentlemen, it really doesn't matter how it plays out because we're not trying to predict the future. But if you go back, if you go back 2 days, okay? There's a reason people were like, "Where's your stop loss? How do you play this?" So whether it works out or not, like, dude, we're killing the levels, man. It swept on Coinbase, but not on Binance. I know. I didn't get got yet. I probably will, but my entry is so good. I would lose like $60 a coin. I'm not really tripping. Everybody saw my entry, right? Crappy says, where did you enter? Well, I showed it on Twitter, okay? But I do the same shit first off, Crappy, you were here. You've been here for 48, you've been here for the last 2-3 days. We drew these boxes almost 48 hours ago, brother. So we spent all day yesterday talking about, Kimba, where's your stop loss? How are you gonna play this? And I drew that box for a reason. Also, I do the same shit every single fucking time. That's your sweep level, right? You wait for the 5-minute candle to close, right? That's good enough. God, this magnetized thing is ass. And then now it's just, you can either put it there or you're going to put it right there. But mine is right there. Still in it. But yeah, I mean, again, we're front running S&P, okay? Remember what we talked about yesterday? S&P, we had a gap fill and we have golden pocket. All right, so if you were shorting before you got here, you just have to understand that you're front running. That's okay. Toad 420. But you guys see what I mean though? Like I'm front running S&P. It like how good, I mean, I think this, how long ago did we draw this box? 2 days ago? I mean, for sure Monday. We had it yesterday all day. But it really came from the conversations when people were like, how are you gonna, where's your stop loss on the 26.7? Where's your stop loss on the 26.7? How do you play the 26.7? Where would you put your stop loss? There's a single print at 27. You know, I said I'm gonna treat these shorts separately. So even if I get stopped out, like to be able to know that this is where my stop loss, like right outside of that box, not bad. Even if I get stopped out on this, it's like $60 per coin. Not that big of a deal, nothing to cry over, and I'm still juicing on the fact that we got the box right, you know? We're front running S&P, right? So I don't really want, if we're doing this short right now, I do not want S&P to go over 4,500 or 4,505, right? Because otherwise, what the fuck? And to be honest with you, I'm looking at this like, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do with this? Why is there such a big boner at 4,450? So, okay, fuck it. I'll just front run this bitch and just gamble on the fact that we're not going to really go higher than 4,505. You know, and we're going to have some sort of rotation to 4,450. It confluences with what we've been waiting for all this time, right? Because now there's a gap here. So let's hit that bitch, okay? If we get above this golden pocket, then we're going to get this gap. We've been planning this for, these are 1 hour candles, so we've been planning this for quite some time now. So we're front running that golden pocket pullback. We're front running the gamma. And then other than that, we did all the TA and homework on Bitcoin. This is our range. We drew this box 48 hours ago. So understand the risk. Stop loss outside of the box. These are all entries if you want to fill it. But again, it's not really so much about what my entry is or whatever. It's, do you understand? We planned this box for 2 straight days. Everybody was asking, but how do you play that single print? There's 27,000 behind. So all of that conversation led us to this box. I said, this is how I'm doing it. So it's not really about like, what's your entry or how it's, this is making sense. I'm front running S&P, okay? If we get rejection off of 4,500 or 4,505, my short is good. If we start to get hourly, maybe even 30-minute candle closes above 4,500 or 4,505, the short's not good. I'm keeping it dead ass simple. I planned for this level. I knew how I was going to enter. Sweep was what we wanted to see, okay? And then I'm going to look at confluence with traditional markets. 4,500 is the biggest gamma. I'm front running because I went into the short before it hit 4,500. I'm front running S&P. Do I have any sort of like golden pocket getting lost? Is it losing Gex flip? No, not yet. So I don't have any sort of bearish confirmation. Never Give Up says, I don't play this. Wait for 27,000, 27.1 zone. Nice, nice. And guess what? We already talked about why I would play this. I believe my sentence was, I have to respect every single print because every fucking time I wait for the bigger single print behind, cough, 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 28.3 instead of 27.6. 26.2 instead of 26.50 single print. So I learn from my mistakes, I adapt, right? I mean, people were talking about, why wouldn't you wait for this? We already talked about that. So for right or wrong, I'm literally executing everything that I plan. We'll see what happens though. It's really just up to S&P, y'all. Swapbase says, I have a question about the 25.7. So now it took the liquidity and the sweep still rotated back to the single prints. Would it be weird to say I would rather wait for the single print at 25.2 if it goes down? I think it all depends on S&P, Swapbase. If this is gonna bounce again at Gex flip, probably not gonna rotate to 25.2. I think if I had to kind of guess, Swapbase, I think this is back in play. I think this is back in play. Do you remember when we had this? We were gonna try to aim for like 27, 28. So I think it might do this and then this. So if we get a breakdown, then because same thing with this, the original short. We talked about how 750, and I even TP'd a little bit on this short at 750 and 800. So I think you still have to pay attention to this level. And I think the value area low might have even gone up to like the 850, 900s. So you see it. This is a possible bounce point. This is a possible bounce point. I think it's going to just have to, it's going to be a confluence on S&P, Swapbase. I mean, the biggest gamma is at 44.50. So if it really wants to do a full rotation all the way back down to 44.50, then it might be nice. But Swapbase, we were talking about it earlier. If it just gap fills and then goes for the other big gap, then yeah, no. So right now, maybe like pull back, gap fill, and then go. That could be this. And then also, somebody brought it up earlier, but you and I, we've been looking at this for quite some time, right? We like the bull div going into breaking the bear div. And this is a daily, right? The last time, we already talked about it. The last time daily broke, right? So it's really like all of this stuff we've been talking about for quite some time. It's just putting it all together and understanding the risk reward. Lee Kwok says, is 27K still in play? Yes, but the plan hasn't changed since yesterday. Lee Kwok. Okay. So, yep, the plan is the exact same as yesterday. Yep. And have a plan, Lee Kwok. I just said this to everybody. You should have a plan. You should have your stop losses set. You should think of worst case scenario. You should think of if you get filled on everything but stopped out on everything. That realized P&L, that negative loss you took, you need to be okay with that. So, yeah, 27,000 is in play, but you should have already had a plan. If you're asking that and you genuinely don't know or you don't have a plan, I would not play it. Okay, there's going to be another trade, but you should know yourself if you're fully prepared or not. I can't get inside your head and really fully know if you're prepared or not. So stay safe, stick to your plan, all right? Good risk management. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Let's go, everybody outside. Nah. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. No. Oh my fucking God. I was just telling baby girl, I swear to God, they have fucking cameras or like a fucking telescope. They're looking in. Basically break even again. God, did they really just sweep my ass? Like that long? What the fuck? How many longs got trapped up there? Is this? Sinistar says they just keep stopping us all out. Yes, but at least we were able to deduce that it was time to bring our stop loss down to break even. At least we knew when the probability was starting to switch, so we made sure that it was break even. But god damn, I swear to God, if this shit goes now, motherfuck, what the fuck going on? I swear to God, streaming this shit sometimes fucks me. Because they're like, oh, look at this guy. He's retail. Let's get his ass. Did anybody re-enter right there? This is classic sweep. This is classic sweep. This is bullshit. I hope you get stopped out, you motherfuckers. Ugh. That's annoying. That's annoying. Phelps says performance at work is decreasing exponentially these days. Following you all day as much as possible has been a challenge, but totally worth it. Well, Phelps, I totally feel you. And I definitely appreciate the effort. But I'll be the first one to tell you, don't let your work stuff fall behind crypto trading. I always prioritize my work stuff. Phelps, I'll remember what you just told me. So if you need to bump back in and say, hey man, can I get a quick little recap? I'll be more than happy to get you caught up. Okay, Phelps? So I'll try to hook you up. So don't worry too much. You're not going to miss too much. All right, Phelps. And you always have the YouTube highlights too. But I definitely appreciate the effort. But if you need to do work stuff, no worries, okay, Phelps? Time Raccoon, Lala Pet. Pino says that golden pocket up there is tempting though. You know what's really interesting, Pino? Higher probability that if this actually is going to nuke, it's not even going to go up there, brother. They're not going to let retail get back in. So let's see. Like I said, the only thing I really care about right now is I want to see. I'll play. I'll play the Bitcoin, but I really want to see if S&P is going to close above or below 4,500 today. And so like we said, I didn't short 4505 because I'm a little bit of a pussy today. If we close below 4,500, then I'm debating shorting S&P before market close tomorrow. So that 4450, 4470 is really interesting, right? It's max pain for market makers. And you rarely get like a market maker max pain not get hit, and it's also confluencing with a gap. So really, really tempting, right? I'm gonna just stick to my plans. So whether it's a 382 or a 05 or a golden pocket, I think my next short is that box up there. I tried this box, it didn't give me what I wanted. If it stopped me out like a bitch and it goes, so be it. Yeah. But that's just my interpretation of self-discipline, because if I don't do shit like that, I'm gonna just be taking every fucking shot for no reason, and I need to have a way to prevent myself from doing that. So this is my way of doing it. I gave myself one free trade to front run. Now we were able to close the break even in tiny profit, so I guess I could think about pissing that away and rolling it one more time. But I mean, what's the risk reward on this? $90 again? Since it pixeled off of the naked point of control, I mean, I already took a loss. You know what I mean? This is probably higher risk. Might be a little bit full retard. I'm going to do it. How much is it if I get, it was 90. Is that right? Yeah, I'll do something like small. I'm not going to do like 200, or I don't think I'm even going to do 150. 50. I'm going to just do like something, like, something mid, like 100 or something like that. Okay. 50, 75. I'm so sick and tired of front running S&P, We're going to all like wreck each other. So let's take it. Listen, we're going to take it level by level. We just talked about how I played this first box, right? In the morning. And we know how to play single prints. We know where the single prints are, right? We know what kind of open interest to look for. So let's just take it one step at a time, okay? First things first, if we want 27, what would happen? 26,764, that golden pocket would get penetrated all the way through 786 and then turned into support, right? Are you trying to go with like a decoupling of Bitcoin, or are you also anticipating S&P to help you out as well? Are you saying that even if S&P dumps, Bitcoin is going to pump to 27.2? Probably not, right? So you are anticipating S&P closing. Oh, by the way, S&P closed. Useless. It's at 45.05. Wah, wah. But yeah, if you want 27.2, S&P is going to go to the bigger gap, right? So we'll just take it level by level, y'all. But let's get it. You got to enjoy this shit, ladies and gentlemen. Always make sure that you're not going all in or doing some degen shit, okay? That's more like a hyena. That's not really a lion. All right? Let's be smart. We're in it for the long haul. So all the lions that got stopped out, that 786 is dangerous. Obviously, like if you're going to play the sweep of a sweep, then you're not risking much, right? So it's still like a cheap trade, right? Like another $90. Have you realized that I'm really only risking like $90, $150? That's a free trade, y'all. Right? So you see on the smaller time frame what's going on. Went right there. This is the pivot, right? Okay, now just assuming that it's a 786, or you could argue it's a golden pocket, then if you do want it to make a lower low, what would you need? So somebody already asked earlier, Kimba, are you going to take this? Yeah, I think I might, it's only risking $80 or $100. Yeah, but I mean, look, we're all looking at the same shit, okay? The 27 single print is right there. Okay, so just the way that it's doing this, the dink, it's probably gonna dink, like do some shit like this, but eventually it'll break. This one I think is gonna break. Ding, 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 boom. Now, if they want to leave that there, then you just have to understand that the probability of it bouncing from there, probability bouncing from here are all possible. Okay? And we also know that this 25.8, 25.750 is a must for hold for bulls. Because you lose that, then it's probably going to go grab this shit at 25.2. Okay? So, yeah, you could think about longing here or here. You could think about shorting here, or this 786. Long this. So, just have a plan, and so you know what you want to do for your next one. Alrighty, that was a lettuce answer. Ipco says, do you think we ever go sub 25 ever again? You tell me. I mean, if we're talking about grabbing liquidity, yeah. Yeah, at some point, I think we'll eventually grab the 22s. Yeah, you know what I'm hoping for is brrrah, or brrrah, and then grab. That'd be nice. You know, but if it grabs all this, it might just go. Okay, y'all ready? So real quick, just to kind of run. Okay, let me think about this for a second. So for tomorrow's expiration options, biggest, you know what, at 44.50, second biggest at 45 hundo. 45 hundo, 45.05 should have been resistance. We were trying to see how it was going to close. Once again, goofy ass shit. It closes right on 45.05. So it's inconclusive on if it's actually going to be turning that into resistance or support. Classic. Okay. So you got a gap to the upside in the 45.75-ish zone. Yep. And then you've got a gap to the downside from this morning. So the gap is at 44.70. Okay, interestingly enough. So you have the gamma biggest at 44.50 that could pull it all the way down. And most interestingly enough, you've got the max market maker pain exactly at 44.70 for 31 billion. So, like, fifth grade TA would say, okay, let's let this bitch run up to 45.17, somewhere between 786, 886, you know, and then try to short that bitch. I don't know. But we could just be getting baited for FOMC. And they're going to use us to get into positions for FOMC. So we're all looking at the same shit. What are you guys thinking? You think the 45 you think the 44.70 gets hit? You know what would be nice? So what we were talking about earlier in the day was getting some sort of like 45.25. You know, like I said, 45.28 maybe, but somewhere in this zone. You do have like a value area high that also kind of lines up on the TPO, smaller time frame. So yeah, running up there, and then who knows if it's going to do it in European markets, pre-market, US during the first hour, retrace whole thing later, stay here, open. Anyways, we got resistance coming up here, so let's see what it Don Diddley looks like. Maybe we can get this live. That's been our whole plan, so let's see if we can do it. It's 10:40 right now, so we got like an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. Give it up for Kimba Box. Still doing its thangity thang. Till it dies. Give it up for Fibonacci. Give it up for 382. Give it up for Bugattis. Give it up for Lions. Give it up for Gammas. Give it up for China, maybe. Vikings having a rough day. Yeah, but it'd be like that because any given Sunday, everybody is hella good, you know. Come on, man. Yeah, and it's hard to. Momentum is such a real thing. Sometimes, and I'm sure you guys have too, but sometimes you can feel your like opponent like kind of giving up. And that's a really, I don't want to say addicting, but really powerful thing. It's, I think like once you feel that in sports, that's when you like really start to enjoy it, and like winning and being like good or better is like, it becomes really important to you, you know, because you're chasing that. I can only dream. I mean, I might just, I'll throw like 50 on it, you know, let me do it so y'all don't have to. I don't know. That'd be pretty interesting. I mean, I can't really think of, unless we just really, and it's meant to be, and we really hit the nuclear apocalypse. What is wrong with us, y'all? We stupid. Well, this is a work in progress. We'll come back to it, but that was pretty good. I mean, we looked at liquidity, um, point of controls, footprints, TPOs, Binancio Magneto. Anyways, we'll come back to this. Interesting. But I mean, you're going to have similar setups on almost all shit coins and altcoins as long as you can avoid a nuclear apocalypse. Maybe it comes from after that high. James says, I'd almost want to be late to the party in a weird way. Exactly. I mean, if you really, you know, if you're not going to use high leverage, you could even really make it dead ass simple. And you could wait until the dollar gets turned back into support. Let the low set over and over again and only chase golden pocket retraces, so you know that if the structure changes, you can get out instead of floating around in space sub $1. Or just do spot. Yeah, you know what? We could do like spot buying on stream. You know, it's one thing to do like a high leverage 250 Bitcoin position, but it's a whole different ball game to do like a 250, 500K spot buy. Okay, hold on a second. So we see this, right? Okay, so hey, get off my ass. Let me just do this, okay? 15, can we call it 15? We'll call it 15.3. Yeah, and you know, I think the best thing to do is just kind of consider these things. You could either do spot or maybe you could do like low leverage, but consider the money almost. You never want to commit to just throwing away money, because the whole point is that you have a statistical edge, that you're gonna, you know, get a positive ROI on it. That's the whole point of taking the trade. So you never want to just commit to like throwing it away, but who the fuck really knows, right? Because everybody can see this, and I bet everybody could put this together pretty easily. So, all right, let me go. Let us up. Maybe the market makers will bless us with a little bit of volatility. But I mean, if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it before I dip. But whether I'm streaming or not, I mean, I think we already know what the plan is, right? If you want to front run China, front running America, do you, boo boo? It's also a harmonic play. Historical pattern recognition, you could also make that argument, okay? But aside from that, okay, if you're gonna short or long, I mean, you have quarterly options expirations in the morning, and then you got weekly options expirations tomorrow. I don't know how you would try to do this thangity thing without S&P helping you out. So, you know, do you, boo-boo? But for me, the 27.2 would be much smarter, in my opinion, because I already took this range short. It did not work out for me. Sag. But it's all good, baby. Lions, a new zebra, a new water buffalo. Bryn Burke. Good morning, gang. Long ass stream. Yes, I'm about to end it right now, but we've talked about everything pretty well. I mean, fantastic candle closes on the 1 hour. Everything looks good. All right, y'all. Well, it was an amazing day. 14 and a half hour stream. We have our plans. I'm going to pass out, but I will maybe see you tomorrow. ladies and gentlemen. If I don't, I'll see you guys on Monday. And if I do get into a position, you'll see it on the Viper. It was funky. It was nasty, and it did its thangity thing. Still another big day tomorrow. Quarterly options, weekly options. I mean, it's going to be interesting all day. So, yeah, S&P should be interesting. Hopefully, I can join you guys tomorrow morning for a little quick stream. Hopefully, I see you guys for a little bit tomorrow, but if I don't, I'll update the Discord. I'll update the Viper. I won't be too far away. What a blast, y'all. What a week. Have a great night, everybody. Make sure you guys get some rest. Hey, rooting for you guys. Stay safe now. Options expirations tomorrow. Don't forget your stop losses. And you guys are the best. Sato, take it away. Touch